there was a period where I sort of was dismissive of my human nature. It's like, oh, spiritual, you know, it would be spiritual, and like that, you know. And so that, you can't try and be spiritual. Like for one thing, we already are, so like, how does that make sense to try to be what we already are? That's our true nature. But what it meant to me is that then I was judgmental in my human nature. You know, my human nature hadn't caught up with my understanding, and we talked about that too. That wisdom is faster. It's like beyond, how Sid used to say, it was beyond time, space, and matter, right? That's wisdom. And the intellect and our human body is in form. And so it's like a child growing up, and they grow up so fast that they're not quite comfortable in their body, and they might stumble over their big feet and stuff like that. Most of the time, we're not caught up with our wisdom. It takes a little time for our intellect to catch up with our wisdom, and then we blend. And what I see is that it's like our human nature and our spiritual nature are one coin, you know, and our human nature is one side of the coin, and our spiritual nature is like sort of the other side of the coin, but it's one coin. That's this oneness that you hear these great spiritual leaders talk about. And us ordinary Joes can talk about it because that's who we are. We're human and we're spiritual. What I love about honoring our humanness is that the judgment started to evaporate, because I saw I'm just human, and it's the form part of the formless. So if I disrespect my human nature, in a sense, I'm disrespecting the formless. That's not, you know, that's not helpful. And so I started to respect my human nature more as a learning thing, this continuing education aspect that has always meant a great deal to me, that has kind of leveled the playing field, that if it's continuing education, isn't that what we do? Like, isn't that what we go to courses for, is continuing education? So how cool is that, that we have this university of mind inside ourselves, and we're always learning from the inside out. The formless informs the form, and so they're working together. And I thought, what a great, like, mechanism, you know, I mean, I know that's not the right word, but as close as I can come, that we're learning from each other. And so I just began to honor the temple, in a manner of speaking. I never knew what that meant. I'd hear that kind of because of my religious background, like honor the temple in which the spirit resides, and I'm not a, you know, a biblical scholar or anything, but for the first time, that's where that made sense, to honor the temple, the physical form, and see the oneness. Yeah? That brought a smile. So I just wanted to kind of wrap that up.